Hi there, welcome to this video. My name is Michael Turlock and today we're looking at Kempo Kung Fu. And you know, I've been showing you some Qigong, which is incredibly healthful for you. We saw in the last video what that's all about. Well, martial arts, Kung Fu, you know, is really good too because we're moving the body, we're removing, again, distortions within our energetic meridians. We're creating great flexibility. We're working on the cardiovascular systems. The heart and lungs are getting very exercised. So it's a really great exercise. It's a really great discipline. It gives you more clarity in life. It gives you, again, that self-discipline. It slows you down and it takes you away from ever getting into any kind of physical situation. And just like the term martial art, you know, we coined that term, it is an art. And the way we move, the way we punch, the way we kick, the way we do our forms, which is a grouping of different exercises together in patterns, very beneficial for the physical body, for the energetic body, for the mind, and for the spirit. And in Kempo Kung Fu, we do have the 5 animals. We have, first of all, the leopard, which is for breath. We have the tiger, which is for strength. We have the snake, which is for strengthening of bones and tendons. We have the crane, which is for stamina. You know how the crane stands on one leg forever? It actually sleeps on one leg. Incredible stamina. And then we have the dragon for spirit. So all those animals are installed within Kung Fu. And what we do is we get the mind out of the way, you know, of thinking about what we're going to do, and we let the physical body and the energetic body work in harmony together to just maneuver and respond and react in a respondful way to a situation where a punch or a kick or something's coming at you. And in fact, we use the opponent's energy against themselves by redirecting them away from us. We're also developing that intuition. You know, should I go down that street? Does it feel safe to me? Intuition says no, then you take another road. You know, driving, do I take that road to the right or do I go left? You know, the intuition is our guidance system, which in martial arts it really strongly is. So what we're looking at first of all is what's called the bow stance in Kung Fu, which gives us a very solid foundation. And I'm basically going to stand shoulder width apart. What I'm going to do is what's called a left leading bow stance. So the left leg is going to be forward. So I'm going to shift weight onto that leg as I take a little weight off the right foot. And then I bring it out. I'm still shoulder width apart. And I angle the back foot out a little bit off of center. And the weight distribution is 60% here and 40 here. And then what I do is I bring my left hand up below the chin so I can have a good sight line to my opponent. And then I bring my right hand just below the chin. Now, I could use a closed fist, but that creates tension. In the beginning, maybe you want to train like that. What I like doing is having kind of a loose hand, which I can form into a fist really quickly. Or, you know, if I need a knife hand or a palm heel strike, that ability to move to those kinds of applications is a lot quicker than being really clenched. And again, that creates tension. And Kung Fu is about flow and smoothness and relaxation and calmness. So I don't want to create any tension. So here I am, and when I go back, I just bring weight off and I come back to this position and I bring the fists upside down right at hip level where my belt is here. So again, left leading bow stance, weights on the left, and I slide this leg back and my left arm is forward, elbow bent. I'm not out like that, I'm really tight, and then this hand here is underneath the chin. And if I do a right leaning bow stance, it's just the opposite. So now I bring weight to the right, slide my left leg out, shoulder width apart, leg slightly angled out, not too far out, about 45 degrees I would say. And now my right hand is the far away block, and the left hand is inside. So I'll do a little quicker now. Now, first of all, you just want to practice the leg movement and not worry about the hands. So if you look at me from the side, this is right where my knee is. I'm not over the knee. I'm not too far back from that bend point. I'm right, nice and straight. The leg is totally straight here. It's not a bent knee. It's just really locked out. So from here, I can push off of Mother Earth and generate a lot of power for my kick. Okay, so we'll look at that in another video. And then here's the right leading bow stance. So I bring the weight to the right, slide left back, shoulder width apart, about 45 degrees out. And again, you can see nice and straight, leg is locked out. And I can bring my guards up. In this case, I have my right hand further out, left one is the inside block. That's our bow stance. So it's important to practice that because that gives you, like I said, a very, very strong foundation with Mother Earth. Left leading bow stance. What I do is I keep my head the same height and I bring my weight over here in towards this foot, and then I slide forward and I lock out that back leg. So again, I bring the weight over here, slide forward. So I'm always in touch with the earth. I'm not I'm not hopping or stepping the foot off. It's a slide technique. We're always sliding in Kung Fu. So I want to keep my shoulders nice and straight, not angled either way. And that's a really good motion to do. And eventually, you bring in the hands. So as far as the hand part of it, when I step back, there's the block, and then I line up. Ready for a punch, ready for another punch. Now, I'm going to give you a little exercise to practice with. This is called a open palm block. So if I had somebody that was going to punch me, say in the chest. So if I see an opponent coming to punch me right for this chest, what I'm going to do is what's called closing them off. So the punch is coming in this way. What I do is just take this hand, it's the right hand, I come in with a backhand block, and I just simply deflect. So the punch goes this way, and then I bring this hand with the open palm block and also help push that arm away. What happens is the momentum of the opponent goes past me and they get off balance. And now they're actually going down toward the earth. So it's like that. And when I come back with this hand, after this one's blocked and now the palm block goes, I actually form a fist here. So once that opponent is off balance, I can actually come through with a punch underneath. So it's a circular movement, or always moving. So I'm just simply going to work on the movement of my body first. As I move this part of my chest this way, there's less to hit. So by rotating, but still keeping the feet pointed where they're straight ahead, I'm just using that hip rotation out of the way. As I do that, I'm going to help my opponent by a backhand block. So now I'm going to direct them off in that direction. Their momentum takes them that way. And then I push with this hand to make sure I help increase their momentum. And now I form a fist with the left hand right beside the hip. And as that person goes by, they're now vulnerable to a punch in the ribs. So not that I want to punch somebody in the ribs, but you know, it's about moving the body again and just really cool how things work. So really you just want to go to this point. You know, it takes quite a few years to become a black belt. I got my black belt in just over 5 years. And that's going, you know, at the minimum twice a week in training. We actually went about 4 times a week, and even five times sometimes. So, you know, really got totally saturated into the art form, and you know, it's a way of life. You know, when you become a martial artist, it is part of your being, and it definitely changes your life, and extremely to the better.